addition and subtraction. Okay, the first thing I want to go over is some vocab. Recall that in addition, the numbers that we're adding together are called addends. Okay, and I'm going to have to apologize for my handwriting because I usually have an Apple pen, but it doesn't seem to be charging, so I'm just using my finger, and so my handwriting might get a little bit sloppy. So the addends are the numbers that we're adding together, and the sum is our answer. Okay, we're going to have 4 different vocabulary words for answer by the end of the first 2 lessons. But here's our first one, sum. Whenever you hear that word sum, you know you're adding. Okay, and in subtraction, okay, the word for answer is difference. So whenever you hear that word difference, you know you're going to be subtracting. To check a subtraction problem, we can add. Okay, this is a very important thing. And also what I want to go back and say about addition, okay, and I'm going to just erase this. What I want to say about addition is that it is so important to make sure that you are lining up. Okay, so I'm going to add 2 random numbers, 123 and 459. Okay. A lot of times I will see students with very sloppy handwriting or students that are trying to do something really quickly. They do not take the time to make sure they are lining up these different place values, okay? And you could get yourself into trouble as you get into higher level math. So when you're lining them up, you want to start, obviously you want to start with your ones place. So our ones place values are 3 and 9. 3 ones plus 9 ones is 12 ones. Well, we can't put a 12 down here in the ones, so that we're going to make that 1 10 and 2 ones. And then we have 5 tens plus 2 tens plus 1 10 is 8 tens. And then, of course, 4 hundreds and 100 is 5 hundreds. So this is our answer. All right, we're just warming up. Now, in subtraction, again, you want to make sure that you are lining up. Now, I'm using money as an example because we have decimal points and we're more familiar with money, and that's why you see it a lot. Before we get into more abstract kind of concepts, we use money. Okay, so we're going to subtract 125 from $5. Okay, $1.25 from $5. Now, you should know, or if you don't, you're going to need to review this, that there's a little saying, more on the floor, go next door and borrow 10 more. More on the floor, go next door, borrow 10 more. Now, as you can see, we don't have 10 more here. There's 0 there too. So we're going to make this $4.100. Okay, how are we going to do that? We take that and we, and that is 10 tens, right? And that's 100 cents. But we need some cents. So we're going to take the 10, we're going to make that a 9, that is a 9, and we're going to make that a 10. So in essence, what I've done here is I have $4, okay, and I have 90 cents, and I have 10 cents, okay? If you add all that up, you still have $5. You're just kind of divvying it up among the place values here. So 10 cents minus 5 cents is, of course, 5 cents. 90 cents minus 20 cents is 70 cents. Now I'm going to put my decimal point there. And $4 minus $1 is $3. Okay. Now, to check a subtraction problem, you can add. We subtract down, we add up. So we take this number right here, and we add this number right here. And we should get, if you're adding, you should get $5. Okay? You could check my math if you want, but, you don't have to. And then we come to fact families, and this is the last part of lesson 1. And fact families are any three numbers that can, in different combinations, make four different problems. Now, in this particular lesson, we're talking about adding and we're talking about subtracting. An easy example would be 1, 2, and 3. 1 plus 2 is 3. 2 plus 1 is 3. We can swap those. 3 minus 2 is 1. And 3 minus 1 is 2. We can swap those. So we get four different combinations of problems. Another example would be 3, 7, and 10. And I'm sure that you, yourself, as the bright student that you are, can come up with other examples of fact families. All right, now we're going to get into the practice problems, okay, because I'm going to go ahead and go through these practice problems. I've assigned them to you, okay, but if you're watching these lessons, then here's a little helpful thing. You can see me go through each of these practice problems. The one thing you can do is you can pause it, do the practice problems yourself, and then come back and see if you get the right answer. Okay? All right, so let's just go through this. Okay, so again, we're going to start with the ones. And we have 5 ones, 6 ones, 7 ones. And that's going to be 18. Okay, so I stick the 10 up there. And then we add this column. And that's going to be 15. All right. We add this column. And that's going to be 14. And then finally, adding 3 and 1 is 5. So there's your answer. All right, then again, make sure that that decimal point is lined up in your problems. Notice how mine here is, not really lined up. I did the best that I could with this program, but make sure yours is lined up better than that, okay? You do better than me. Okay, 5 and 3 and 0. 2 and 2 and 0. Stick my decimal point in there. 8 and 6 and 2, 16. And then 1 and 1 is $26.48. All right, now we're subtracting. Okay, so immediately you should see my little saying, more, it's not mine, but more on the floor, go next door and borrow 10 more. Okay, so I have 14 minus 8, and that would be 6. 6 minus 6 is 0. Again, I'm trying to line it up as best I can. I'm going to do better than that. 6, 0. 3 minus 1 is 2. And then, of course, 5 minus 0 is 5. We have 5,206. All right. Last subtraction problem. Again, I am going to need to go next door and borrow 10 more. And I end up with $5 plus 90 cents plus 10 cents. So that's, I'm being very careful to put it under. And then always put your dollar sign because that's a unit. And then finally, E tells us to arrange the numbers 6, 8, and 14 to make 2 addition facts and 2 subtraction facts. This is a fact family. And of course, the smaller numbers will add together to make the larger number 14. And then like that. Okay, fact families are easy. They're fun. And then F says, rearrange the numbers in this subtraction fact to make another subtraction fact and 2 addition facts. Okay, so we have 10, 15, and 25 are a fact family. So that's just, we're just going to swap those numbers, those 2 smaller numbers, and we're going to add the smaller numbers, okay? And obviously, you're going to write these problems out. That's it for lesson 1. I hope you learned something. I hope you were refreshing your mind. And if you have any questions, don't hesitate to email me. God bless and have a great day.